Good morning. Okay. Today is November 13th. Feeling a little sleepy. It's my own fault. Peacemakers is today's reading. We're reading from Psalm 120, 1 through 7. But I'm going to read this first and then I'll go there. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Matthew 5:9. But not everybody in this world is a peacemaker. Some people are troublemakers. They enjoy making trouble, and sometimes we have to live or work with them. That's the kind of situation the psalmist found himself when he wrote Psalm 120. In my distress, I cried to the Lord, and he heard me. Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and from a deceitful tongue. He continues, My soul has dwelt too long with one who hates peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. I am peace, but when I speak, they are for war. Verse 6 to 7. That sounds like a description of Jesus when he was on earth. He was the Prince of Peace and came to bring peace to the hearts and lives of people, yet people did not want to follow or trust him. Ever since Cain and Abel, we've had ever since Cain. I'm sorry. Ever since Cain killed Abel, we've had conflict in this world. Nations war against one another, families fall apart, and even Christians don't get along with each other. David went through conflict, Jesus went through it, and we experience it also. Still, we are to be peacemakers, not peace breakers. After all, we have the peace of God in our hearts, and we have peace with Him. We are not at war with Him the way unsaved people are. So, wherever we are, we will experience conflict, but also the opportunity to bring peace. I am for peace, the psalmist says. Literally, the Hebrew text means I am peace, they are war. Each of us is either a battlefield or a blessing. For each of us is either declaring war or declaring peace. Some people enter a situation and peace comes in with them. Other people walk in and war follows. Let's ask God to help us in this wicked, conflicting world to be people who promote peace, not war. And then the little reading on the bottom, it says, God's people are to be peacemakers. This world of never-ending conflict affords many opportunities for you to make peace. However, peacemaking often is not easy. Are you quick to promote peace when you confront conflict? Strive to be a blessing to others. Be a peacemaker. Okay, and then we're going to read 121 through 7. One through 7. It says, A song for pilgrims ascending to Jerusalem. I took my trouble to the Lord. I cried out to him, and he answered my prayer. Rescue me, O Lord, from liars and from all deceitful people. O deceptive tongue, what will God do to you? How will he increase your punishment? You will be pierced with sharp arrows and burned with glowing coals. How I suffer in far-off Meshech. It pains me to live in distant Kedar. I am tired of living among people who hate peace. I search for peace, but when I speak of peace, they want war. So, this one has been, like this topic specifically, has been a topic that has actually been highlighted to me a lot the last little bit of time. I don't know how long, but a good while now. And I guess I find it a little bit difficult because at the current moment, I haven't really spoken to my sister, and we're not fighting or like, being physically or verbally abusive or anything, but I did feel like I was being taken advantage of, and I brought it to her attention. Granted, not in the nicest way, but then I sent her a text and I apologized and let her know how I was feeling, and she never responded. And that just really bothered me because I feel like I've gone above and beyond to, she's a single mom, and I have gone above and beyond to help her. And instead of, even asking, like, where is this coming from? Why are you saying this? Like, if she felt as if I was saying something wrong or didn't agree with my stance. And because I'm honestly the type of person that, like, I'll deal with the way people are treating me, and then I'll just like explode, right? Um, and so the fact that she didn't even like really bother, I'm just like, okay, noted. Like, it's clear that you don't value like me, my time, my energy, or effort. So I just removed myself, and we haven't really spoken to each other. She didn't try. She messaged me. The only time she spoke to me was when she messaged me because one of my cousins wanted my phone number to invite me to his wedding. And I said, sure, give me my number. Like, I don't care. And then that was it. But other than that, she hasn't really cared to, you know, follow up on anything. And that was months ago, maybe a month or two ago. Like at the end of the beginning, maybe the mid or beginning of December, this all happened. I mean, October. Um, and so honestly, I have felt more peaceful. I have felt less stress, and I feel like I still made the right decision. And I don't feel like I'm waging war on her or anything, but the fact that there is that distance kind of makes me wonder, like, am I doing the right thing, At the same time, it's like I don't agree with a lot of her lifestyle choices, and I brought it to her attention. And I think that's also a reason why I was just like, here I am bending over backwards, and here you are acting like this, like doing X, Y, and Z. Like, anything that I do it more for my nieces than I do it really for her. And um, I wish that I saw that more from her, as their parent. And it's not what I see. And then I just feel like I'm being taken advantage of because she's not willing to do the things that she needs to do. And like, I understand that she needs to work. I understand all of that. But I also know that God is powerful and God is mighty, and God can provide. She doesn't have to be doing everything out of her own strength. And I always try to bring things like up to her, like, or at least I would. And it's like talking to a wall. Like, no, she's gonna end up doing what she wants. So I'm just like, okay, I've kind of like distanced myself. Um, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know if my actions are peaceful. In my mind, they are, or if they're quote unquote waging war. And if I'm being honest, I feel like, well, I know that everything is a spiritual battle, right? And that's what I feel is kind of going on here. And I don't know how to be more peace in this situation. And it's really difficult for me. Um, yeah, I don't know. So, to be a peacemaker, I also don't think it means to be a doormat, right? Bring peace. You don't have to be taken advantage of. In my mind, if the Lord wants to convict me otherwise, as it comes to this, sure. But I don't know. As of right now, I am struggling to know whether or not, at least in this situation, I am a peacemaker. I'm not ignoring her. I'm not doing anything. I'm just minding my own business over on this side. I live with my parents, so every time she comes to the house, well, honestly, even if she weren't at the house, I'm usually in my room or in my office working. So, and it's not like she's tried to, like she just avoids me, which is fine. Like, probably for the best. Because what is she going to say? And I don't think she wants to say anything. She just wants to sweep it along under the rug. And I don't think that's the solution here. Like, things need to be spoken, things need to be said. And I want her to know how I feel about basically everything. And I did tell her how I felt about everything, but it didn't matter. At least it didn't seem like it mattered. So yeah, I don't know. I hope the Lord gives me more revelation, more clarity, more wisdom in this season. Well, with the situation in this season. And moving forward. Relationships with people are so messy. It doesn't just have to be your own sibling. It could be people at work. You know, I don't know. But that's it for today. God bless. Goodbye.